This is my video of operating the Accucraft Ruby. If you can see here, the inside, this is the area here where you put the distilled water. This is your throttle. This is the burner. This is where the butane will go in. And this area here is your lubricator. This here's your safety valve. And your smoke box door. The first thing you want to do is oil all the moving parts. I use this 3-in-1 oil. Next thing we want to do is fill the boiler with distilled water. And make sure the water is distilled water, not regular water, because you'll ruin your boiler. Now I don't know how much water is in the boiler already. I just fill it to the top. Now when you fill the water all the way up to the top, I like to take about 30 milliliters out, and that'll give you room for steam in your boiler. Okay, now we're going to replace the cap for the distilled water. And then the steam oil, I'm going to loosen this. And here's the steam oil. And we're going to fill that up. Almost to the top. And then we're going to replace the cap. Now to give it some fuel, you have to put butane in here. And what I did was I made a little adapter. I glued a butane tip onto a hose connector. You can find these hose connectors at the hardware store where the screws are. And the reason why I made that is the can seems to be too close to the cab when you go to fill it, so I gave it a little bit of extra room. And then what you want to do is push pretty hard. And when it's full, it'll spit at you right there. Okay, now I'm going to open up the smoke box door, light the flame, and slowly turn on the burner. And you can see the flame in there burning. Okay, now that our Ruby is lit, we're going to go ahead and take it down to the track. Okay, I hooked up our train. I want to open up the throttle here. Put her in forward. What I want to do is lubricate these cylinders. And I'll go front and back just to get it ready. Forward. Reverse. Forward. Reverse. I think she's ready. All right, I'm going to put her in forward and give her a push. Now, if your engine's moving too fast, you can adjust it by cutting your throttle back a little bit, and also your burner. Now the burner will shut off before you run out of water. Then you don't harm the engine that way. And then what I normally do is shut off the burner, close my throttle, and what I'll do is I'll open up the smoke box and just let it cool down. Okay, after you run, we're going to go ahead and close the smoke box door. And the safety valve, we want to unscrew that. And then we want to unscrew this safety valve. Because there's a vacuum that is in the boiler, and you never want any of the steam oil going into your boiler, so it's good to release that vacuum. And we'll just replace that. Now what you want to do is open up your steam oil. And you want to take out that used oil because it mixes with the steam water. And okay, and then you can replace that cap. Now if you have any remaining distilled water in your boiler, that's fine. It can stay in there. It's not gonna damage anything. It's hard to do this with one hand. Here we go. And I make sure my burner, my throttle is closed. Now you'll see that there's some steam oil from when it was running splattered all over your engine. All you need to do is just, while the engine's warm, just go ahead and wipe that down, and it looks as good as new. Well, that's my video on the Accucraft Ruby. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.